I absolutely love this time of the year when it's December. It's the weather started to cool down in this part of the world, and nature seems a lot more accessible. Um, since you can't access a lot of it in summer heat, nature seems like you're a lot more connected with it. Which brings me to the topic of nature and knowledge. So let's sit down and talk about that. The world is such a beautiful and complex place. The more you look at it, the more it intrigues you. And it's a shame that a lot of people around us, they don't look at the world in that way. But only some of us view the world in such a minute and, you know, detailed and microscopic way that they find new avenues, new places of knowledge that no one else has seen before. And sometimes that knowledge leads us to places where it seems like you're touching the fabric of reality itself. Like, imagine Albert Einstein finding the theory of relativity, Isaac Newton finding the gravity existed. So, if you're one of the few people who view the world like this, then congratulations. You're one of the very few people who are understanding this world and trying to make it better for your fellow human beings. But does it happen to you that the inquisitiveness that led you towards this new conclusion, this new way of looking at the world, led you to places where you feel closed minded now? It feels like the knowledge isn't just coming to you anymore. And you feel like you're at the end of a dead end, a dead alley. So, why does this happen? Well, it could be down to ego. And to understand how ego stops you from knowledge, we need to understand how ego works. So, the purpose of ego is to give you a sense of identity. A sense of identity means that you're separate and unique from this chair or this table or the other 8 billion people. But if you're living in a world full of 8 billion people, how do you find that unique thing about you? How do you find that thing that defines you against all the other people who are in this world? Well, enter the primary system of ego, which helps you to create identity, which is differentiation. And to understand differentiation, I gotta ask you a couple of questions. Do you own something really special? Do you have a taste which is really unique from a lot of people that you see around you? Do you have a car, maybe a watch, or maybe a suit that is truly different? Maybe you have a taste that's truly different. Maybe you like having coffee with cream when everyone around you has black coffee. Having these small things that you do in life may not seem like a big thing. That may seem like the things that you do, but these small things define you. And this is the primary mechanism of ego. Similarly, when we're attaining knowledge, we can go down paths and places where no one else has been before. And since the primary mechanism of ego is differentiation, you can use that knowledge to differentiate yourself from other people who have not attained that knowledge. People who are in the business of attaining knowledge know that clinging to something is dogma and is really, really bad. And similarly, when something becomes your identity, you're not very likely to let it go when you see something different. Because you need to be comfortable enough to suspend your ideas that define the world around you on a whim whenever you see something new, something better. But if that knowledge is something that defines you, then you can get real clingy and real dogmatic about that knowledge. You need to understand and ask the question to yourself that am I using this knowledge just for the sake of knowledge? Or am I using this knowledge to define myself? And wherever there's definition, in differentiation, there's ego. And so, in order to escape that, you need to let go of that identity and be comfortable in the discomfort of not knowing. Until the next episode, thank you for watching Mindscream.